Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. An air quality alert bringing dangerous heat to Metro Detroit, and also the heat causing other problems we'll discuss.
And the ex-wife of the Berrien County Courthouse gunman is speaking out as we learn more about the shooting that left 2 bailiffs dead. And he's back in Detroit, but not by choice this time. Charles Pugh is arraigned on charges of criminal sexual conduct. And that story does top our news at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassimy. He was arrested in New York City and extradited to Detroit. Charles Pugh appeared by video and from the jail in court on charges that he molested a 14-year-old boy more than a decade ago. Local 4's Guy Gordon is joining us live now this afternoon just outside of 36th District Court here in downtown Detroit. And Guy, it appears that there's little chance of Pugh being let out of jail anytime soon. That bond is pretty high.
Not unless he has an awful lot of cash stashed, Evrod. You're absolutely right. Normally, an offender would be able to post 10% on the bond, but in this case, that wasn't an option from the magistrate. It is $500,000 on the barrelhead for him to get out, for a man who said in court just a few months ago in his federal trial that he was out of cash. But what we are witnessing here could be the beginning of the final act in a political and personal collapse that is almost Shakespearean in its scope. Kwame Kilpatrick may have taken advantage of taxpayers, but Wayne County prosecutors say Charles Pugh took advantage of children.
And you heard the charges that were read.
The normally fastidiously stylish Pugh appeared drawn and haggard in his jail jumpsuit. The arraignment broadcast from the Detroit Detention Center on the east side.
Sexual conduct, first degree with multiple variables, with a SOAR notice and HIV STD testing.
Pugh faces 3 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct for what prosecutors call multiple incidents of inappropriate sexual contact with the then 14-year-old boy, each punishable by up to life in prison. He also faces 3 counts of third-degree criminal sexual conduct with a child 13 to 15 years of age. That's a 15-year felony. The alleged incidents happening in Pugh's apartments. The now 27-year-old alleged victim is one of 4 men in recent months claiming Pugh made inappropriate advances or contact when they were youths. Prosecutors sought a high bond, saying Pugh is a flight risk. They recounted his dead-of-night secret departure from Detroit 3 years ago as justification for their concern, saying his previous ties to the community didn't hold him then and wouldn't now.
The ties he had, his position on city council, residence, employment, family, friends, he was tied to this city. Those ties did not keep him here 3 years ago.
He faces mandatory HIV testing, also mandatory registration as a sex offender upon conviction. We should see him back in court 1 week from today on a probable cause hearing, and then we should hear from his accuser for the first time come July 26th. That is when the preliminary examination is scheduled. In the meantime, he remains in the Detroit Detention Center out on Mon Road. Live from 36th District Court, I'm Guy Gordon. Local 4, Evrod, back to you.
All righty, Guy, thank you. It is 12:03, and we are getting new information about yesterday's deadly shooting at the Berrien County Courthouse in St. Joe, Michigan. Sheriff Paul Bailey revealed the shooter, 44-year-old Larry Gordon, who you just saw pictured there, was handcuffed in the front, but was not shackled when he wrestled away a deputy's gun and shot 2 bailiffs to death. Records show that Gordon was facing charges of criminal sexual conduct, assault, and kidnapping. And as our Nick Monticelli reports, Gordon's ex-wife says she saw no signs he was capable of something like this.
My heart sank and I thought, oh my gosh, please don't be Larry.
Early on, the ex-wife of the shooter, Larry Gordon, did not want to be identified. That has since changed as Jessica Gordon tells her side of the story, and how even though she didn't want it to be true, she knew Larry was the shooter.
The chaplain and the police showed up to confirm what I already knew.
Larry and Jessica have a 6-year-old daughter together, and Jessica believes that as his arraignment drew closer and closer, he was afraid.
I believe he was terrified of never seeing his daughter or me or his other 5 children.
The 2 were married for 19 years but got divorced early this year. She kept his last name because it's their daughter's last name, but she would not talk about why he was arrested in the first place. although Michigan State Police records show he was in jail for 2 counts of criminal sexual conduct, kidnapping, assault with a dangerous weapon, and domestic violence. Jessica says he was trying to put his life back together.
I don't believe that he meant to hurt anybody. He just wanted to come home.
Back here in the newsroom, if they were still married, their anniversary actually would have been today. Now, the Berrien County Courthouse will be closed all day today, and the sheriff says the entire ordeal yesterday only lasted about 5 minutes. In the newsroom, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Alrighty, Nick, thank you. We've also learned that the Berrien County Courthouse will reopen tomorrow with additional deputies on staff, and of course they're going to have grief counselors there as well. Well, several Detroit schools dismissed students early, about an hour ago, because of the extreme heat that we're seeing out there. We've got a list of the affected schools on our website, clickondetroit.com. But Brandon, the big question is, how hot is it going to get today? That's a lot of orange behind it.
It is. The color contours are bright, and that's not necessarily a great thing, but it's a summertime thing. We're used to this in the middle of July. We've got middle 80s for temperatures out there. The humidity is climbing a little today, but it's not unbearable, which is good. 88 Flint, 85 Howell and Pontiac, 86 at Metro Monroe's at 87. See the heat index, you add the humidity on top of that, and it just bumps things up a couple 2-3 degrees. But as our temperatures climb through the afternoon, 86 now to 89 degrees at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 91. So those heat indices will be into the middle 90s. It's an air quality alert, ozone action day, and we'll explain what that means to you and your family coming up.
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. We'll see you in just a little bit. President Obama right now is on board Air Force One, heading to Dallas, Texas, to help the city console after 5 police officers were murdered last week. The president and Michelle Obama are traveling with Vice President Joe Biden and Jill Biden. They're going to be joined by former President George W. Bush and Laura Bush. The 2 presidents are going to speak at a memorial service down in Dallas and later meet privately with the families of those slain officers. And in more presidential news this afternoon, it was a huge day for Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign today as she got a long-awaited endorsement from a former rival. At a Clinton campaign event in New Hampshire this morning, Bernie Sanders officially endorsed Clinton for the upcoming election. Sanders was emphatic with his endorsement of Clinton.
And I intend to do everything I can to make certain she will be the next president of the United States.
Receiving an endorsement from Sanders is a huge step in the right direction for the Clinton campaign, as the 2 Democratic powerhouses vowed to work together to defeat Donald Trump. Here at home now, Tyler Card, the former Allen Park High School swim coach, was sentenced today. You might remember Card turned himself in back on April 14th. And was being held on a $50,000 bond for inappropriate behavior with a 15-year-old female swimmer. Today, Card received 3 years probation as well as sex offender status. He's also not allowed to have any contact with the Allen Park School District and cannot be within 1,000 feet of school property. The Detroit Police Department and Wayne County Prosecutor's Office are joining together to investigate and prosecute cases involving lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transsexual crime victims. The Fair Michigan Justice Project will involve a special investigator and prosecutor who will look into cases of LGBT victims. Funding for the project will come from private donors. The team will investigate current and cold cases, and Prosecutor Kim Worthy says there are several current cases that are under investigation.
Right now we have 12 cases in the office. 6 of them are homicides, and all 6 of them are particularly brutal homicides that are already in the system. We have 2 kidnappings, 2 criminal sexual conducts, also known as rape, 1 unlawful use, and 1 assault with intent to murder.
And Prosecutor Worthy says that the team will begin focusing on cases here in Detroit and then expand to all of Wayne County. All right, still ahead this afternoon, some discouraging test results for headlights on smaller SUVs. Only 4 of them scored as acceptable. We'll tell you which ones. And searching for survivors among the wreckage of a major train crash in Italy. We've got the newest footage from the scene and details surrounding the incident coming up next. 2 commuter trains collided head-on in southern Italy today. The death toll standing at 20, but sadly could go higher. The 2 electric trains, which are part of a privately owned rail line, had 4 passenger cars each. Some survivors have been pulled from the wreckage, but the search does continue for more. The trains collided near the town of Andria in southern Italy. That rail line serves commuters and students in the region. There's no word yet on why or how it collided. Here at home, a Southwest Detroit woman is being treated for 2 broken ankles after she jumped from the 2nd floor of a burning house early this morning. That fire started before 3 a.m. at the home on Longworth near Lawndale and West Lafayette. A woman on the 2nd floor of the home jumped really to save her life, breaking both ankles in that fall. Thankfully, no other injuries were reported. We hope that she makes a quick recovery. The cause of that fire is being investigated. And Detroit police are looking for a team of carjackers who were involved in at least 2 carjackings in the city over the past weekend. It was early Friday morning when 5 men approached a customer at a Coney Island on West Davison near Dexter. This is surveillance video of that incident, where they pulled a gun on the man as he stood at the counter, robbed him, and then took off in that victim's car. Then on Sunday afternoon, 2 men confronted a driver as they left a party store on Livernois at Linden. They pulled out a gun which matched the description of the weapon used in that Friday carjacking and took off in that victim's SUV. If you have any information about either of these incidents and taking a look at the surveillance video, you might recognize some of these men. You're asked to contact Detroit police. All right, still ahead here on Local 4 News at noon, the new safety test results drivers of small SUVs will definitely want to know about. Brandon?
Steamy summer sizzle. We've got an air quality alert. We'll explain that today, tomorrow. Dangerous heat, but tracking some rain relief in the 7-day. Couple of chances coming up.
I'm Jay Jeff.
Welcome back, everyone. 21 small SUV headlights tested, and not a single one earned a good rating. That's according to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. The best headlights belong to the Mazda CX-3, Ford Escape, Honda CR-V, and Hyundai Tucson also have acceptable lights. The worst is the Honda HR-V. Researchers saying that the price tags don't always correspond to the quality of headlights. They're optimistic that change will come quickly now that these results given to automakers will have them striving for something. Well, it is hot out there, and for many of our animal folk, maybe they would enjoy a mud bath. Well, so did some of the kids here in Metro Detroit, as today is Mud Day. Yes. Wayne County Parks has turned the Hines Park and Nankin Mills area into a giant mud pit for kids 12 and younger to play in. And I'm sure they were very excited to do that. It's not all bad for parents either, as it allows the kids to burn off some steam. Hopefully enough steam that they fall asleep in the car, or at least closer to nap time. And the fire department handles cleaning them off afterwards. You don't have to worry about getting your car dirty.
You know, they try, but I've heard from, I've never done this with myself or my kids, but I've heard it can take days to get all of the dirt out of the ear crevices and everywhere. But like an animal, cavities. As you mentioned, like, you know, this is what pigs do. They roll around in the mud on
But wouldn't
hot days.
It be hot?
It's warm, but that mud actually keeps the body a little bit cooler. You know, it doesn't allow you to warm up as quickly. We do have this air quality alert. This is from the National Weather Service. All of the counties you see here in yellow. It does not include Lapeer, Genesee, Sanilac, and Lenawee counties, but consider yourselves included in this air quality alert. Same thing as an ozone action day from the Southeast Michigan Council of Governments, where it's really a concern about breathing and just getting through the heat. The heat index today in the middle 90s. So a friendly reminder, I know this is stuff you all already know, but maybe I can just be a reminder as you head out to limit what you're doing outside. Seek shade and hydrate. Wear light, loose clothing. You can check on those relatives and neighbors, especially those with respiratory conditions, heart, lung problems. They're more susceptible to problems today and tomorrow. And reduce your electricity and your emissions, so avoid fueling up the car if you can until tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow may even be risky, but it's just adding those chemicals into the air, the pollutants that make things really tricky on the body. The heat, the sunshine, and the pollutants equal that ozone at the surface, and it's real tough tough breathing. 91 again will feel like middle 90s. A chance for some showers and scattered storms after 8 or 9 o'clock, and temperatures will drop off just a little bit with at least that chance. Don't have a whole lot going on due west, but you look southwest and we're starting to see across the Mississippi River there some showers. The model here at 10 o'clock does call for some of this to come up into the area. 9, 10 o'clock, we've got scattered rain and thunder showers around. Tomorrow, the heat is on once again into the 90s. Spotty storms, some of these could be on the stronger side through the afternoon and early evening. So we need to have our eyes to the skies. Only a marginal risk for severe weather, so lesser chances for severe storms, but still possible. Cold front on Thursday also brings some shower chances, and this will be the rain relief that we are talking about because it's not an all-day soaker at all, but it will bring some rain showers and then cooler numbers for the weekend. Tasty Tuesday time. He thought about opening a chicken nugget restaurant in Metro Detroit about 30 years ago, but his Sicilian mother and thousands of you pizza lovers are glad that he created a prized-sized pie.
Tormina's Pizza started as one store in Metro Detroit almost 3 decades ago.
We opened up in 1987, my wife and I.
You see, family is everything when it comes to this prized pizza. Lou Tormina's mother is from Sicily and had a pizzeria in Grosse Pointe long before Lou. Then his cousin from Rome started a chain in Grand Rapids. Lou blended the family secrets like a fine mozzarella cheese.
Our pizza will be a little sweeter and have a little more cheese than everybody else, and that's kind of been our secret through the years.
The sweetness comes from special California tomatoes, and the cheese is from the best bovines in Wisconsin. Everything else is local, and they're known nationwide for a pizza bigger than the Mona Lisa.
We're famous for our 24-inch pizza. It's like 3 largest at most places.
Tormina's has smaller round pies too, super deluxe, barbecue chicken, Greek, veggie, deep dish, and more.
We make a really good oven-baked sub. We use Winter's ham right from Gratiot, made here in Detroit.
I'm still mesmerized by this monster 24-inch pizza, the stuff of legends. Each piece of the pie is a foot long. Tormina's is now 19 stores strong in Michigan. They credit the quality of ingredients, personal roll, stretch, and touch on every order, and customer service. The proof that Tormina's Pizza is the biggest around. Lou will surpass 20 stores soon.
We're working on 2 stores in really tough neighborhoods in Detroit, trying to grow some job opportunities for people.
And that you will, sir, because people will come when you open these stores. Tormina's Pizza offering a great deal today. A 24-inch pizza with their Tormina bread and a 2-liter of pop for $19.99. That's a huge deal. And their locations all across Metro Detroit, all including the deals. Google it. You'll find them.
Very cool. When we come back, we're talking Pokemon Go and how it could be credited with saving a life.
Words to describe.
Lastly, here at noon, the new mobile game Pokemon Go has been credited with saving a boy's life in Arizona. Jeanette Warren said that the only reason she was at the park was to play the game. And while it was there, she noticed a group of 3 boys. One had collapsed, the other 2 had taken off. And Warren called police, who believed that that boy might have had a heat-induced seizure. She says that she was just thankful to be in the right place at the right time. In case you're wondering, that boy is expected to make a full recovery. I always thought that Pokemon Go was for the younger folk, but
we can criticize it all we want, but
it helps save a life.
I will not anymore.
Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay cool.